Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode with Sevilla in the La Liga, and we've come on the back of a domestic double. The league for the first time in 84 years, and then we've won the Spanish Cup as well in the last episode. And we're going to try and do it all again. No big clubs have actually come in for us at the moment, so you know, we're staying where we are. I think we've built a very good side, and I think I've even built a better side. But we'll let you decide that. We've had to let a few players go. Finally, some people have gone, and we have brought a couple of players in, slightly excessive cost-wise, but I believe they will strengthen the side immensely. But it does mean that we have got 3 million left. Ooh. I need to get another player. So, first off, before we go into the transfers, we have got the Super Cup game against Atletico Madrid. Now, I'm not sure how that's come about. I suppose it's some bit like the Charity Shield, I guess. There's only Atletico that have come runners up to ourselves. We beat them in the final and we beat them to the league as well. So, but financially, we did get a big influx of money, especially for the rights for the Champions League. So we used some of that. We managed to get a 100% transfer revenue restored back, but we didn't have an awful lot to begin with. So let's go with the players that we've actually brought in. I think this will be the easier way. Now, one you've already met. It goes by the name of Alexandra. Now, look at that. Cadero didn't really stand a chance, did he? We may have gone through him already last couple of episodes, but this guy is a beast, and already he's scored 6 goals in the friendlies. History-wise, it just speaks for himself. We bought him at Marseille from INT for 21 million. We've actually paid a slightly more plus a part exchange as well. And I think, is it Candido went there in his place, or was it Castro? Can't quite remember, but with him and Garcia up front, we're going to be unstoppable this season. Next up is Emmanuel Ando, Italian. He's a defender as well. We needed another defender because we did lose a defender. It was out of my hands. Certi Club came in for him and pulled out the release clause, and unfortunately the release clause was a lot less than what his valuation was, so I was a little bit miffed on that. But Ando, he comes in, he's virtually same par as this chap, so he fits in very well. He's already had a few games with us already in the friendlies. 43 million we bought him for. Does that rise up anymore? Not really straightforward. There was a few games for Lazio. In fact, he's been with Lazio all this time. We're going to try and get them stats up. If he's anything like our previous defender, we'll be doing well. Finally, we brought in one more person. There wasn't very much around in the transfer market, and because we didn't have any money, we kind of struggled a little bit. But he's Argentinian. He's in the midfield, and once again, the loss of Castro, we kind of needed somebody in there, and we didn't want to settle for lesser players, so we spent virtually most of our money on some quality players just to improve the side a little bit better. But he takes the tempo, which is nice to see. He likes to switch the ball around from the other, and he could play the same as Dolan and Arribas as well, so we've got very good midfield now. We could do with 1 or 2 more players as backups because the squad is slightly thin, which is a little bit concerning. But I'm hoping these guys will come through. But that does lead us on to the outs. Castro goes for the part exchange with Alexandra. Israel went for Osberg, 4.2 million. Venus, that is the defender I was telling you about. Barcelona met his release clause, and his release clause was 37 million. His valuation was 54, and as you can see, a very good player. But if you compare him with Ando's slightly better with speed and vision. In fact, he's better in all departments virtually, apart from the physical side. Mental and aerial is exactly the same. But if Venus can play like that, what he did last season, Ando should slot straight in It has to be said. So I won't be impressed if he doesn't, because he's cost us a hell of a lot of money, and plus he's here on a cheaper contract as well. Kraus has gone out on loan. We don't need 3 left midfielders or attacking midfielders. Kraus, he was going to sit out a lot more, so we're going to let him go out on loan. We can call him back if need be. Cadera, he's gone to Sebastian for 27 million. I'm sure that's going to rise a little bit more. Does it? I'm not so sure. But Cadera, he's worth 42 million. We had to let him go somehow. He was draining the bank, so to speak. He's been with us for quite a while. He had a very good season, the first season with 20 goals. We were going to get rid of Garcia, but then somehow it all switched roles in this following season. But 27 million, I don't think that's going to go to any more. No, it's not straight, so it's 27. So disappointed we let him go for that amount of money, but it was money welcomed in anyway. Candido, he's gone to Schalke as well for, well, he went for Bissoli. He's worth 52 million. Nobody was actually, well, biting on the line for him, so we had to do some sort of deal. But this is the tactic we are using. It's working quite well. We're still short on quite a few areas, really, I feel. I think we've got room for 1 or 2 more players, I think. We want to try and keep it to 25, so it's not so difficult for us to have non-registered players here, which would be ridiculous. So we've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we've got probably about room for about 2 or 3, and we want to strengthen this back 4 up, because if you look at our team report, squad depth, we're fine going up. Right hand side not so much. We have got Diarra and Osuna, we have got Grinnell Marino on the left, Alexander Garcia and Mazowski. He's Diarra, can play in there. Midfield isn't too bad. Bolan, Biossi, Arribas, Lucas. So we're sorted here in case we need to go one up from, but it's this back 4. Now we are shy on the right hand side, left hand side. So we've got 2 players in each of them 2 positions, Demir and Fernandez. But we've got Garcia and Barr on this side, and then in the middle we've got Endo, Perugia and Joan. So ideally we could do with a versatile left and right back, and definitely a centre back as well. But if anybody can get 2 players in that can play all positions, that'd be fantastic. We're going to try to stick this formation now. We're going to surprise a few people. Alexander and Garcia are playing out of the skin at the moment, and they're netting in the goals. So we had 1 game in the friendly against PSV, 1-1. Alexander scoring straight away. He did score the equaliser there, I think it was. Yeah, straight after Eggert scored. Then they had a sending off and we couldn't capitalise. But then we beat Greek side AEK 5-1 for Farnadara. Alexander scoring, and so does Garcia. He's not going to be left out, none at all. And against Cadiz, Alexander proves his worth. A hat-trick inside 25 minutes. Nice. And then Garcia, well, I can do better than that. He scored a hat-trick. But obviously it took a little bit longer, and it was against these guys here. Sant'Angelo. But today we're only going to bring you the 1 game. Atletico Madrid, the Super Cup final this is. So who are the past winners? Let's go past winners. So Atletico Madrid won it last year again over Valencia. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, blah blah. We won it there last in 07-08. But we have been in there a few times. Barcelona lost to Barcelona. Yeah, you can see the pattern, can't you, really? We don't generally beat Barcelona at all. But we've only won it the once. And we're going to try and replicate that. And 12 years later, I think. We're in 2030 now, so we're going to try and bring that trophy home as well. Who's excited for this season? Because I think this could be our last season. I don't know. It could be the end of the series season. Who knows? If we win this Champions League and go elsewhere, do we carry it on with another team? Who comes knocking? Very secure there for the England job. Wow, that would be something. Let's just have a look, see how the World Cup went, because I'm sure it did get. Oh, they got to the World Cup final and they lost on penalties to Germany. to beat Colombia on penalties in the semi-final. Wow, what's going on with all these teams? Croatia? So it's what, second round, third round? Do not play group games? New Zealand and Ghana. Okay. Then that's quite bizarre, that is. What? So England go on and lose in the World Cup to Germany, the oldest rivals. Peek at Germany. See how they did. They won all they get. They're just unbeatable, aren't they? Look at that. 2 against Australia, El Salvador. You got Iraq, Italy, they won on penalties. Mexico, USA. And then they've won an awful lot of games on penalties. Which tells you the story in itself, doesn't it? Anyway, first game of the new season. We are in the Super Cup final. It is against Atletico, and we're going to go with this side. Dolan I want to bring in, but we're going to bring in Fofana. He's had quite a good pre-season, so we want to keep that his form going. But we're going to have Perez in goal, who comes on the back of a fantastic season. 27 clean sheets in all competitions last season, and well, did he have more than that? I'm sure he did. But he's only conceded 74 goals. That's just amazing. So we're going to have Garcia, Ando, Perujo and Fernandez at the back. We got Biasoli. We're going to have to change his name, I think. Adrian. Can we change it to Adrian? I think we will have to. I can't say that name. Biasoli. We just want to change his set nickname. We're not going to give him a nickname. We're just going to give him Adrian. Adrian, there you go. There's your name. We're going to keep your name as it is. So Adrian Fofana in the centre. We've got Diarra, Grinnell out on the wings. And then we've got the striking duo, who, well, how much is he worth? 66 million. And how much is Garcia? 70 million. So we're £136 million strike partnership. That's amazing. And Majowski's going to try and come in later on in the game. I'm hoping that we can do a job here. And well, let's take them apart, shall we? 2 up front. This is going to be interesting. I've not actually seen them play with this. We've seen them just on the highlights for the goals, and they quite look impressive. Look at 2 up front. Are we going to go for the jugular this season, or are we just going to play it safe? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, this has been working in pre-season. I like to give it a bit more, especially against the lower teams. The tougher teams, I guess we should be going just 1 up front. But the idea of bringing Alexander in so he can team up with Garcia, and both of them, if they can score 30 goals apiece, that would just be an absolute amazing. And once again, Atletico come and start hitting our goal with everything they've got. Barbosa, we do head it away. Early as far as Halub, and it's another good block. We're not attacking, are we? We need to go a bit balanced to start off with. I don't know why it's on attacking. We do get it away. Halub is going to strike, and another block, and that is a lot better. And we're coming forward. Diarra lofts it into the box, nobody there, but Grinnell's there. Anybody? And there's the first goal, and it is Garcia who kicks off his season with a superb goal just under 10 minutes on the clock. It's virtually our first attack. It's a great ball in, headed out early as far as Grinnell, who plants it straight back, but it's Diarra heads it back with a cross and a head back across goal. Alexander, he can only just stand and watch, and he learns from his partner. Garcia to Adrian, to Garcia again. Garcia, Diarra. I don't think we can improve the side that much. Oh, it's struck across the bar. Grinnell's there. Anybody back in the box? No. The ball's just put behind the 2 forwards. But to have them 2 forwards in there, it does give us movability up front. Free kick, Adrian. Oh, he's looking for his first goal for the club as well. And that would have been something on his competitive debut. Atletico are struggling a little bit, although they are on top of this game by looks of things. It's an 8 o'clock kick in the Santiago Bernabéu. So, I mean, is this Atletico's home ground as well? Do they share it with Real? I know they did before. Do they still do? I wonder. We'll have a look at that as well. But 81,000 are there today. Half of that for each team, so it's not too bad. We should have our ground capacity increased by now. So we'll have a look there also before we go. If I remember, that is. Atletico with the ball in the corner. Played it all the way back to Caceres. We don't get there, but Diarra does pick it up. We want the through. Oh, he's been taken out, referee. It's a good tackle though. So a lot of players on the yellow cards. It's a good interception by Perugia. Perez whips it up only as far as the midfield, but Halob picks it up too. And they're coming again. Maybe I ought to shout at them a little bit and just say to concentrate a little bit more. There's no need because Pyjamas has got it. Oh, that's a good strike. It's a very, very good strike, and maybe, just maybe at this point, we start to panic a little bit, and Atletico are coming at us. Pyjamas with a beautiful strike. Perez could argue that he couldn't see it. We had 4 defenders there, all in a low. Right, get creative. Can we go and do it again? Alexander, you've been quiet, but he's pulled away. Oh, Coronel, what a strike! What a strike! I haven't seen one of that. Wow, we could do with a close up on that one. I mean, the movement of that ball just hitting the upright as well. We're going to demand a little bit more, and we're also going to pause it there as well. Adrian's picked up a yellow card, so we haven't got nobody that could fit into midfield. So do we bring one of them guys off? Garcia, you can come off. We're going to bring Alexander up from. Actually, do that. We'll just change it like that. We're going to bring Lasana in. There we go. I'm not happy with Grinnell's just on the yellow card as well. We're going to bring Marino. He's had quite a good pre-season, and we want to bring one more in, possibly Osuna as well. So we'll just stick with that for the time being. Make them a couple of changes. And we're going to go a little bit. Oh, we are positive. Okay, I thought we were balanced, but I think that's because we changed the formation, haven't we? So it automatically changes it. But Dara Lasana comes forward, tries to get past Cordaro, maybe. We don't want it to go to penalties or extra time because that would just be ridiculous. Can we find a winner somewhere? Lasana tries all he could. 10 minutes to go, but he has made an instant impact though. We do get the header, but straight to Holob, who's coming forward, and they're finding the gaps with ease. I'm not liking it. So play in the centre, and of course they get there straight away, and the unbeaten start to a season is not looking good. Not looking good. We'll go attacking. The build-up was all there to see, really, wasn't it? Absolutely, and it's very good. He beat Adra. Who was that? Perugia to the near post, and they've turned it around. We turned it around in the final last season, and they've done it this season, so they're looking quite good. We have given a good account of ourselves though. If we can get an equaliser, we can still be one. Adrian tries it. He's going to go again. Oh, get in! His first goal of the season, and wow, if anybody else can smash them in, and that is just on cue. 5 minutes later, we get the equaliser. Can we go on and win it now? I mean, that is a fantastic goal. Left foot peg, placed it as well. The goalkeeper wasn't stopping that. We're going to stay on positive, actually. Can we get a winner there? Adrian. Ball comes into the box. Oh, he's there. Who's got it? Alexander. Yes, get in. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can't believe we've had 2 debutants scoring on the debut, and we've had Garcia. So that's onside, my friend. So good goal. Rises above the goalkeeper, and all of a sudden this game has just been turned on its head, and that's it. Referee, blow the whistle. Come on. Oh, great tackle at the back. Was that Perugia? Marino, just get rid. And the substitutions have made an impact. Oh, that's beautiful play. Adrian, let's go out wide. Let's take it up. They're looking for the ball. We don't want the. 3 minutes is up, referee. Come on. Now you're playing added time. Referee, blow. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, Perugia. Oh, just get it away. Oh, nice block. Fofana. That's it. Get in the first bit of silver there. We've come back from behind. We went ahead. We went behind. We've gone back ahead. And there is the marvellous sight of us lifting another trophy. That's 3 trophies we've now picked up. And that is absolutely amazing. Alexander, 7.1 in the end. Adrian, 8.7. He does win player of the match as well. And that is just, wow. It just goes to show that we can play either formation. And I think to have the one up front when we play against the big boys, I think that's the way to go. We're on our way, guys. Garcia, Adrian and Alexander. What more can you ask? We lift the Super Cup on a warm summer's evening. Lift in the Super Cup. Does it tell you how... the world-class striker Alexander then clinched the win in the 90th minute with a fine header from point-blank range. When we come back, we're going to come back round about the group stage, I think, for the first game. We have got the draw coming up shortly, and I'm sure that's going to be round about here, I feel, in between the Vigo and Bilbao game. And we'll be playing Real Madrid, well, after the group game. So here's to another season, successful season, I believe. It would be nice to keep some clean sheets. We just need to let our players settle in. So if you enjoy that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more new to the channel, please subscribe. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.